I really got involved more by coming in, being kind of like a single mom, on setting an example for my children. You know, letting them know that the community where they live was very important, that, you know, they participate and help to make it, you know, a nice place to stay.
Yeah.
Because so many times you get a bad rap about, you know, public housing in particular. When I moved in public housing, people would kill to get in here because it was just the bomb, so to speak, you know, to have a place with hot running water and, you know, gas stove or whatever and heat. Where before, when you lived out in the neighborhoods, most people had coal stove, you know, or oil stove. You had to heat your own water and stuff like that. So it was, and heating in the winter was very poor. So this was just like, you know, a utopia for me. As a matter of fact, where I was living before I moved here, I used to sit up on the roof and watch them build this place.
Oh, really?
And I would see it building, and once it got just about completed, I would have my friend drive me up here at night, and I'd be peeking in the windows, looking in there and saying, oh, wow, that's just so gorgeous. I just love to be in here. And I was fortunate enough to get an apartment in here. We didn't have much recreation at the time in here because it was newly built.
Right.
And we had the Bromley Hall over there. That was the neighborhood house, and it used to close in the summer. In the summer, it wasn't open.
Oh no!
And so we would end up trying to. We kind of organized around here. A group of us mothers organized a little bit. We had a little group called Mothers for Action.
I love it.
And we got involved in trying to bring about some kind of activities in the community in the summer for the kids. And I think it's United Way now, but it was UCE, United Community Service, that used to fund it.
Yeah.
And they had the Bromley Hall here, and there was a JP neighborhood house up on Amory Street. And so somewhere along the line, we was able to get some things, and they would, you know, do some participation, opening up so the kids could do stuff.
Yeah.
But that Bromley Hall was some of everything to us. We did roller skating in it. It was the health center. You know, the baby clinic would come in once a month or something in there, and they'd take the tables and put stuff, and the kids would get their shots or whatever they needed. My husband and I, we gave movies down there on Saturdays. In the daytime, we rented a big, you know, camera and rented movies, and it was 10 cents for the kids to come in, and we'd have the movies, cowboy, westerns.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And I sell popcorn, 5 cents a bag, and the little kids would be in there during the day. And they have the cartoons and you know, Wild Wild West stuff, you know, Roy Rogers and stuff. And then at night, we have the teenagers and adults. They could come in and we showed the movies, you know, for them. So it was some activities there. So it's just little things that went on, but was very, very popular in here because it was something for the kids to do. And then recognizing people, some of the moms organizing, doing stuff. What really was here is the daycare center.
Yeah?
That's right. They brought the daycare. That's been in here over 40-some years. And it was down in the basement over at 960, 964. And it was a really great daycare center. And it serviced children not only in Bromley, but outside the community, but serviced a lot of children here and stuff. I think one of my daughters went to the daycare. But it was a very popular place and well run, you know, and had good teaching. I can't think of all the directors. I can only remember one, Miss Lucar. She was a director of the daycare, very nice lady, and whatever. And as a result of that, something came about. We had the infant daycare center. They came in, and that was upstairs in 960 1962, I believe it was. And at first, it was called New Life, and it was over in the opposite side, and it expanded and moved into 962. So they dealt with babies, I think, from so many months to, I guess, 2 years or 3 years old, and then some of them would funnel down into the daycare and stuff. So we end up really, in some ways, having a very, very successful or thriving community, because there was so many things in here that was helpful. When it came about for the daycare, I was Well, that I was really happy when we were meeting with them, before, and they wished to remain in Bromley-Heath, but they wanted to expand to a larger place, meaning that Martha Ellen. We had several agencies and organizations applying for that building, but my thing was, look, we should take the daycare. I said, they've been here all these years, and the fact that they, with all the reputation that you have about public housing, and they still interested in investing 5 or 10 million or whatever dollars in here to stay. I say, I think it helps to stabilize this community, and it says something to people on the outside that Bromley-Heath is not that bad anyway. If anybody want to, to stay here and whatever. And I mean, after I resigned, I had no idea that it wanted to expand with all of the programmatic things that you're talking about doing over here. It's almost like servicing the total family. It's doing not only child care, but education, parenting, all these things that I feel is very, very important.